I don't know if you read the All of Minneapolis emails. All of Minneapolis, for those who don't know, is the mayor's. It's a PAC run by the mayor's friends, and they send regular emails, and I read them religiously. They made a big deal recently about homeless encampments and how it is the city council's fault. Encampments should be illegal. There's currently no effort to change the fact that homeless encampments are there's an ordinance against that in the city. They also downplayed the fact that the mayor is in charge of enforcement of that ordinance currently. It seems to me you can't blame the fact that encampments exist on them not being illegal because they currently are. I've also noticed that Jacob Fry has kind of a rhetorical advantage on this issue because he is the only one willing to say, I have a zero tolerance policy for homeless encampments. These are not safe. They're dangerous. We're not having it. It's unacceptable. And everyone else is trying to be a little more nuanced on the issue. And he's getting away with it because he can take this hard line on a thing that he's currently responsible for. So do you see the trouble I'm having? What's the solution on homeless encampments, and how do you communicate it in a way that is satisfying to voters who really see this as like a 911, I need this handled right now kind of emergency?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you're right. He can say what he wants about it, but he has not created any solutions and taken any action. And I think we all agree that we want to create safe and dignified housing for individuals. We don't want people to we don't want people to be living outside. We want to make sure that they have a safe place to go at night. I mean, especially, I mean, look at where they close schools today because of how cold it is. And my entire tenure on this council, we've been talking about this, not just around the cold times, but the hot times. And when it's really hot out, what do we do to help and support individuals? And obviously we've seen the Jacob has overpromised and under delivered on this, this promise that we were going to end homelessness. And the reality of this is that we need to make sure that we have short-term, medium-term, and long-term solutions to help support our residents. We need to make sure that we have coordination with the city, the state, and the county. And I believe it's the city's responsibility to be centered in that and take responsibility for that project management and that coordination. These are our residents. These are our neighbors. Why would we wait for the state to do something? Why would we wait for the county to do something? We haven't been creative and had creative solutions. To your point, we have not changed our ordinance. But we haven't had any creative solutions since the development of Avivo Village, the tiny homes. So we're going on 5 years since we've had creative solutions. We do have ordinances that are coming down the pike to think about safe outdoor spaces. We have been exploring options and ideas that have happened in other cities. But that, to your point, is on the mayor's and the operations side. The council can create policy and can lift barriers in order to do and implement something, but we cannot oversee, and we get our hands slapped by the administration anytime we even step in to want to have an idea or a thought around operations. So the reality of it is that's where we do need to make sure that we have a strong leader who's willing to take a stand and take the accountability and the responsibility at the city level to coordinate the efforts that the county and the state are doing. I was just in a meeting with MUD, which is an co-op of organizations for our Native American community, and it was so evident in this meeting. One would think that we have not been dealing with this issue for very long, because it was as if this was the first time we were in the same room together having this conversation. That's unacceptable. People are wanting to do and support are unhoused. They want to make sure that we're creating solutions, but just shutting them down and moving people a few blocks away, and we've been doing that for the last 5 to 7 years. I mean, that's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. We have to be creative, we have to be coordinated, and I think the city needs to take that responsibility.